Come with us now, if you dare, down a rickety staircase into a dank, dark basement. What awaits? The Saturday Night Freak Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Saturday Night Freak Show podcast, the movie review and talk show podcast that comes your way every Saturday, whether you're ready for it or not.
Big thing for you?
These are
Saturday?
It is Saturday today.
It comes out on Saturday.
It comes out on Saturdays, and these are the Internet Radio Superstars.
Sean.
Holly.
Michaela.
And I'm Colin. And tonight we watched a movie that was chosen by
Colin. Where do we return today?
We returned to the swamp.
Oh, we
and
did.
We brought back the return of Swamp Thing.
We sure did.
All right. From the year
1989.
Okay. Directed by
Jim Wynorski.
Do
Jim
we know Jim
Wynorski.
Wynorski?
Fuck yeah, we do.
We do.
How do we know him?
Have we done 2 or 3 of his movies?
We've done a few.
We did Chopping Mall.
Okay.
Yes.
That's probably his most famous movie, I'm going to go with. Even though the guy has made...
Okay, probably. Not the Bear Wench Project? No?
Not Return to Swamp Thing?
no,
Return
like-
of something? No.
Piranaconda, was that his? I don't know. He did like a
yeah.
bunch of...
He's still making movies.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to give you a
Nice.
few just because I love... we've done this before.
Wait,
but
did he
goddamn,
do-
he deserves it.
But didn't we do Slumber Party Massacre 2? Was
Yep.
that
We
his?
did.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay,
All
so
right.
we've done 2. This is the third.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Cobra Gator.
Cobra Gator.
From
Of course, yeah.
2018.
That's what we're thinking of for sure.
I mean, he ended up doing a lot of kids' movies later on. Scared Topless.
Did he do Pre-Hysteria or something like that? Was
I don't know.
that?
Arkansas Women's Prison Massacre. We've mentioned that one before.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done a lot of... he did Piranaconda.
He did Piranaconda.
He did the infamous Piranaconda.
Piranaconda. Yeah. Well, because...
Camel Spiders, Busty Cops Go Hawaiian, Busty Cops and the Jewel
He's
of
got a lot
Denial.
of he's got a lot of sexy
The
parody
Hills
movies.
Have Thighs.
And The Devil
That's all
Wears
he did.
Yeah.
That's all he did for so long.
The Devil Wears Nada is one of my favorites.
Yes!
That's a good one.
Devil Wears
Another
Nada. I've worked with some of the actresses in some of his movies.
Yeah.
It's The Devil Wears Nada. That's Bone. All right, Bone Eater. Okay, all right. Yeah. The Breastford Wives.
Yeah.
Just for the titles alone.
Well, that's because, like, for a while there,
But
he
also,
was
like,
doing the... well,
Ghoulies 4, it looks
Ghoulies
like.
4.
Yeah.
if you go...
Part 2 of what we just watched, the Sword and Sandals movie.
Yeah, Deathstalker.
Deathstalker
Because
2,
Monique
the good
Gabrielle
one.
is in that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did Deathstalker too.
Deathstalker 2. He did 967 Evil 2. He, like, would come in and do, like, the sequels
Yeah.
of these movies that were kind of serious. Like, Deathstalker was kind of a serious movie. Deathstalker 2 is not, right? And
Yeah.
the way
Right.
the Swamp Thing is a serious movie, Swamp Thing 2 is not. But he had, like, this period where I think he was a Roger Corman protege.
Yeah.
And then he made, like, a bunch of movies that, you know, I mean, Chopping Mall went to theaters and that, right?
Yeah.
But I think, like, he kind of evolved with the times. I mean, in a way,
In a
right?
way, in a
He, you know, was at the forefront of really cheap CGI,
Yes.
asylum-style stuff for the Sci-Fi Channel, while also making, like, softcore movies.
Yeah, him and Andy Sidaris are probably good friends, or probably
Yes.
were good friends.
If you'd think, right?
It would
God,
yeah,
to be a
it's-
fly on that wall of
I
those
think-
two drinking scotch talking,
right.
you know?
I think what's her name who was in this movie was
Monique Gabrielle.
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. She was a Jim Wynorski regular after this, I believe.
Yeah, she was
I
a
think-
Penthouse
Yes.
pet who I think made the cross into, like, B movies because maybe she was in, like, Not of This Earth 2 and stuff like that.
Scream Queen Hot Tub Party.
She's in it?
9-7. No, I'm just naming Jim
Oh,
Wynorski
his movies, yeah.
976 Evil 2, The Astral Factor, Beastmaster 2.
Beastmaster 2, The Portal
Oh,
Through
yes.
Time, or Journey Through Time, or whatever.
Hard to
Yeah.
Die. I mean, The Return of Swamp Thing.
See,
Man.
Hard to Die sounds like an Andy
Deathstalker
Sidaris.
too.
It does.
It does,
All
it
loose
does.
screws, the screwballs, just sorceress. Yeah, he just
Man,
so much.
And apparently people like working with him. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the other thing. You know, it's like he's had this long career,
Yeah.
and people keep signing up to do movies
I mean, it
with him.
looks like a fun time.
Yeah.
Right?
And maybe that's it. I mean, the first Swamp Thing movie was a Wes Craven movie, right?
Twas.
And done after Last House on the Left and after The Hills Have Eyes. And so it was like more serious.
Definitely.
Where
Less
this
entertaining.
one is just, it's just, this one's just trying to be entertaining. Is this one more of a kid's movie?
A kids movie? No.
No, not a kids
No.
movie. It's just
It's
more
a comic book
fun.
movie.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
It's
it's
not a
comic
kid's
booky
movie.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I suppose at the time was like aiming towards kids.
Yeah.
Or what they thought was aiming towards kids.
Yeah, because I was a kid at the time. And
Yeah.
like, well, this first Swamp Thing. I mean, it was.
Which is why there's no nudity in this movie.
Yeah.
Jim Wynorski.
Although there was in the first one, which was kind of shocking. Yeah.
Weird.
With Adrienne Barbeau. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
We know.
This is the
We
main
know.
reason Colin
Yes.
loves the first one.
Well, I like Heather Locklear too. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I do,
as
too.
you get the second one.
The suit is much better in this one.
Yeah, definitely. It moves better too, I think.
Moves better, looks better, it feels more accurate to the comic books, but it's not as bland and rubber suity as the first one
I
was.
was really surprised how like expensive this movie feels.
I know. I can't believe it was like I know $3 million in 89
Yeah.
goes a lot farther than it does today, but I feel like they used every penny and you can see it all like on screen.
Guess what the budget was of the first one?
$3 million.
It was 2.5 in 82. So it's like
Gotcha.
made for
Yeah.
about the same amount of money
Gotcha.
as the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one, the suit, I get it, right? They're trying to sculpt that physique that Swamp Thing has in the initial run of comics before Alan Moore, the writer, took over and like redesigned what Swamp Thing was. The idea that like he's not a person as a plant, he is a plant that thinks it's a person, right? And kind of made like a Watchmen style character,
Right.
Dr. Manhattan style character out of him.
I do, but
So
that
this
first
has
movie,
that kind of look. He's all covered in fungus and moss and roots and stuff.
that first movie was also like mostly in the daytime, I feel like too. So
lot
like
of daytime.
it's hard to hide the seams and the
Lot
you
of
know stuff.
daytime.
Whereas this one, it's a lot of the night swamp. You know, it feels like, especially in the
even
first
then-
half.
But even then, that costume stands out in
Yeah.
this movie, even in the nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, it's like
designed
it's very
well, they shot it well.
It's well lit.
It's-
This whole movie,
Right,
Yeah.
it's well lit. There's some like inlay of some like neon color a little bit.
Yeah,
in
it's
this
like that
suit, so he
reflective-
stands out- yeah,
Like reanimator
yeah,
glow in the dark green.
Yeah. There's a
you
little
know,
more
on
to it with that, and it looks good.
It is very cool.
Yes.
Carl Fullerton, right? Was I think credited with the Swamp Thing creature effects on this one. I think a different company did the monsters, but I mean the monsters even look better than
Far better than the last one.
Yes.
the first one.
He fought a werewolf warthog. What was that thing?
Yeah, that. Oh man, that was not.
Didn't blink, just eyes.
No, yeah.
They had a sword fight at the end. I'm pretty
Yes.
Yeah,
sure.
they did.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
There was a lot of monsters in this.
yeah,
right?
yeah. There was a guy who was turned into a cockroach. There was another guy turned into half.
There was a guy
Elephant.
named Cockroach in this movie.
Yes.
Himself.
Yeah, yeah. That was a weird
folks.
credit.
Yeah, that was a weird one too. But no, the monsters are more like because we get a lot more scientific experiments going on here. So there's a lot of half breeds, we'll call them. There are people who are spliced with different an alligator, a couple of other things. There was an elephant.
There's an
You know,
elephant.
the guy had a
Cockroach.
elephant.
Yeah.
There was an
tusk.
elephant. Yeah, there was an elephant dude or a
Yeah.
mastodon. It could
Yeah.
have been. Who knows?
Yeah.
There was one half alligator dude.
It was like an
and,
ape guy.
Yeah.
So it's like the island of Dr. Moreau,
Basically.
Yes.
but
Yeah.
you bring in some swamp thing.
Yep.
I was like, how many times has Swamp Thing, like, has he ever had like a proper, well received?
You tell me. I have,
What do you
I
think
have
about the
zero-
show?
Yeah.
The newer show.
You're the only one who watched it. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh,
I think
okay.
so.
This is like my only reference
Yeah.
to
Is
Swamp
the
Thing.
two
Yeah.
movies?
Yeah.
They did, so there was the original movie, right?
Yep.
Dick Durock played Swamp Thing. He came back. He's a stuntman. Came back to do Swamp Thing in this one, which I think trivia, right? He was the first actor other than Christopher Reeve to play the same character in the DC universe. Because it's based on a DC comic.
Yeah.
Then
He
there
has a
was
Superman voice that does not go with
So-
his swamp
Right.
body.
that is not his voice.
No? Okay.
because in the original one, he has like this. They have like they've affected it, so he's got a deep
Yeah.
voice. This one, he's dubbed over by somebody else.
Oh, wow.
So he's
You
dubbed over by
hear-
someone who sounds like they have a square jaw.
Yeah,
And
yes.
it goes ding.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so in the TV series that followed, there was a Swamp Thing TV series
Okay.
where Dick Durock played Swamp Thing again, and then you actually hear his voice. And then there was a
Maybe that's the thing where I thought he was
Cartoon?
eating the eggs. I think that happens in the show.
maybe, right? Because I don't know how many seasons that ran.
I don't
It was
think
on
many.
Like USA or something like
It
that.
was,
back
yes,
then.
it was USA.
And then there was a cartoon, and then there was a short-lived, I think, one-season show that was produced by James Wan. I think Gary Dauberman, the writer on like all the Conjuring movies and all that, Annabelle, oversaw that one. And that one, it like tries to be more like the comic book that I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Adrienne Barbeau shows up.
Okay.
Does she? Of course she does.
And yeah, I don't know. It was not entirely successful, but I don't know. Then we have like Guillermo del Toro's been saying he's going to make what are the dark?
That doesn't mean anything when he says that stuff.
Is it Dark Universe? No, what's it called?
What's Justice League Dark?
Justice League
Justice
Dark.
League Dark.
Yeah, with Constantine and Swamp.
Yeah, he's been
Thing.
threatening that for a while.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
That's
Never
his
seen
MO. He says, I'm going to do this thing for 7 or 8 years, and then it never happens. So.
Wow. The original Swamp Thing TV show had 3 seasons.
Three
Wow,
seasons.
okay.
Damn,
Yeah, okay.
72 episodes.
I
of that.
remember
Wow,
it
I'm
ran for a
impressed.
while.
Yeah.
Arcane had long hair in that one. I remember. I was like,
Yeah.
"Ugh." I don't remember if there was an Abby or who played her, but that's generally the thing. Like in the comic books, there was a woman named Abigail Arcane that was Arcane's niece.
There is an Abigail. Carrie Werner played
Yeah.
her.
Oh,
Huh,
okay.
wow.
Okay.
Oh, how fun.
All right. So we're picking up where Swamp Thing left off. We've got Arcane turned into a monster and was stabbed to death in the swamp.
Yep.
Arcane's played by Louis Jourdan,
Yes.
right? Who returns? I mean, I guess he's the above the line talent in this one, right? They got him back somehow.
Hey, I love the continuity.
How'd he come back?
They pulled him out of the swamp and they revived him slowly but
Yep.
surely.
They returned him to this form.
Right.
So he looks like Louis Jourdan.
Right,
again.
but he is, so they say, deteriorating. We see
Right.
none of this in the movie.
I know
But his
'cause-
body is slowly going to fail him at a certain point, and so they're looking for the live forever.
Yeah.
You know,
The ideal genetics to revive him.
Yes.
make the serum to do
the serum
that.
for
Yeah.
everlasting life.
And that means they're going to have to do a bunch of experiments on everybody that they come in contact
Yes.
with. How are we introduced to the to Swamp Thing in this movie?
He just kind of busts out like a superhero.
Yeah,
at
he's a
certain point.
savior.
Like he's just there. He is
The hero of the swamp.
Yeah.
And this is where the movie is kind of like announcing what kind of tone it's going to have,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
For
So-
those of you coming from
yeah.
the first one into this one,
Because the beginning of this movie, I was unsure. I was like, Colin, what are we watching?
you didn't like the last one, right?
I didn't like
I
the
didn't
last
like it
one.
either,
No.
yeah.
It's not
I didn't like the last one.
great.
Mm-hmm.
It's not,
And the way this one opens for the first
especially
few
after
minutes,
watching this one.
Yeah.
Not
Mm-hmm.
great.
The first few minutes, I was like, "Oh God, this is gonna be stupid."
What was the beginning of this?
So
It's
the mercenaries or whatever are in the swamp.
the
Oh, right.
the
like
mercenaries,
Treasury
Yeah.
Department
the government,
office
yeah,
workers.
the government
Yeah.
workers.
that are like acting like I guess I gave them extra credit by saying they were mercenaries, but yeah, they are
Same.
Treasury Department looking to intercept the moonshiners, which I like to believe are the moonshiners from
Right,
White
they find
Lightning.
later in
This
the-
is the
Oh,
same.
yeah, yeah.
No, this is the same
They're the
universe.
from White Lightning.
Yes.
These guys are the paintball army guys from Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
Yes.
it feels like it.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a scene that almost
Yeah,
like
it feels
happens,
like
just
it,
like
yeah.
yeah, the guy with the glasses ends
Yep.
up taking
Yeah.
a nosedive.
And what looks like Swamp Cthulhu pops out of the water and attacks them.
Yeah, it is Swamp Cthulhu.
Yeah.
You're right.
That was a pretty good makeup.
I
Whatever
loved
the
it.
hell
I
that
love
thing
this guy.
was.
This guy's one of my favorites of this universe. I love
Right.
him.
It has this big, like, bloody, dripping snout,
Mm-hmm.
and its eyes are way up. It looks like a giant slug or something, maybe. I mean, on a person's head.
He does look like Man Thing, though. Sean,
does
you're
look a
right. He
little
does look like Man
Man Thing.
Thing.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
because Man Thing
Yeah.
also has
He
that.
does that. It's
Yeah.
shorter and smaller, I think.
Yeah.
But he looks like Man Thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
He also
I
looks
the-
like a Star Wars.
They
alien.
articulate
Right.
it cool.
Yeah.
Like where that thing kind of,
Yeah.
and it breathes or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of nice. So they're attacked in the swamp by this creature.
Mm-hmm.
I think kills one of them, and then all of a sudden, out of the green explodes Swamp Thing.
Yes.
And, a hero.
Hero
team.
entrance, yeah. Backlit, standing in the Superman pose, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Just missing a cape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he roughs up the monster and sends it packing and on its way.
This
then
is
I-
my swamp.
Yeah.
And then we freeze frame on his face
I love it.
and
Yeah.
get the best title card transition we've seen in quite a
It's
while.
great.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
The return to Swamp Thing in comic book kind of like title face comes on one word at a time
Yeah.
while Holly, what song is playing at this point?
Oh, it's, Born in the Bayou. It's
Yes.
CCR. It's fantastic.
Amazing.
As soon as,
As it should be.
Yes.
as soon as that title pops up over his face and that song started playing, I wanted to applaud. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm in on this movie.
Yeah, bravo.
Yes.
They knew what they were
Yes.
doing. They're just like, no, we're just going to go for it. We're not going to.
I don't know how much it costs, but they're like, it's
Yeah.
worth it. We
Worth
got to
it.
do Born on the Bayou.
Absolutely worth it.
And then we get one of the coolest title sequences we've seen in a while, where we just get panels of the various Swamp Thing comics. So, what a great way to reuse what source material you already have.
Because they really are bringing those to life for this movie. Like this is a comic book movie.
Yeah.
And they all look great. The artistry is so good.
I have mad respect for artists who draw Swamp Thing, because there's so many like fine details and line work you got to do to get the like texture of them right. It seems like a pain in the ass.
Little like root veins.
Yeah.
And I always wonder, like, what do you call the thing that's like over his mouth?
Right.
That is like a key thing that they didn't do so well.
The
in
like
first
nose
movie.
bridge.
The bridge is why that's a part of him.
Yeah.
I mean the Moscow tea.
The moss mustache. Yeah. And we knew we were in for something, because the credit font at the opening, we're like, oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
It was a good fun.
All right, feels good. And they deliver on that with our title sequence. It's wonderful.
So I also think that in the beginning, a couple of those Treasury agents or Treasury office workers are apprehended by
It's the treasury.
the roving gang of arcane security force.
That's right.
Oh yeah, the sexy Gokus.
Sexy Goku squad,
Goku.
yes. Which they are prominent in this movie, so you'll hear us talk about them more. But we're saying that because every single one of them has to be like supermodel hot, and they're all wearing the Goku jumpsuit, like literally the same
It's
color,
the
same
orange
cut.
jumpsuit,
Yeah,
the
with the
sleeves
belt.
are off,
Yep.
the belts, the black.
Yes.
The detailing,
Men and
their
women are
muscles
all
out.
wearing it. Yeah.
They're sexy Gokus.
Yes.
Just running around
Yeah.
with machine guns.
Yes.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot, there's the security
30 of
force,
them, yeah.
that this guy has is like amazing.
However, the night shift not so
Yeah,
sexy.
the night shift.
Yeah.
They recruited everyone they could for the day shift. It was like,
Night shift, that's the B team.
Yeah.
There's a squad of women as well who
Yes.
they don't show too often. There was one where that big shootout at the front of the place.
Yeah.
They cut to them and they're all gathered, but then we don't see them much anymore.
Right.
I see them like running around in the
Yeah.
background,
Yeah, a
stuff
little
like
bit,
that.
but
But
never
usually
featured.
it seems like the ones performing the stunts are the guys.
Yes,
but,
yeah. They're like the sexy Gokus.
Monique Gabrielle.
Sure.
She's like the second in command, I think.
Yep.
Next to Gunn, the guy,
Next to
Mr. Gunn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who, Sean, you said this should be played by Gregory Scott
This is
Cummins.
a Gregory Scott Cummins role.
Yes.
It
Like,
looks like him.
it even looks like it's made for him.
Only way this movie could be improved upon.
Only way
is if
It's
you
the
put
only
him in
way.
that role.
He
Yes.
should have been in that
Yeah.
role.
Who is it? Like Joey Segal or something like that?
It's not Gregory Scott Cummins, so I don't care.
So they work for Arcane, who has survived, and as we said, so he's still operating out of a big plantation house.
Of course.
But beneath the plantation house is where his
Beneath the plantation of
True.
the apes.
yeah. What's he got down? What's he got
Okay,
downstairs?
hold on. This guy is like, they leave all the evil breadcrumbs for us from the first time we see him. He's just very uptight, very polished, lives in this antebellum mansion, has a parrot that talks. Sad that didn't pay off more, but I like that it adds color to the. That's how you know he's evil and rich. Is that he has weird
He
hobbies.
wears
like
white
this.
pants and has a weird bird.
Yep, exactly. He goes.
He's up to no good.
And if you weren't sure, if you were on the fence of is this guy evil or not, he pulls a candlestick and reveals a hidden doorway to his evil science lair below his plantation
Which,
mansion.
Colin, you need to get working on that. For the
Yeah.
I know,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
I need a candlestick and an
Yes.
automatic door opener.
Yep.
It should have happened already.
Yep.
We've been doing this for a while.
Well, then, and I need my test tube science lab.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tubes going.
Yeah.
I know for
bubbling
$3
shit.
million, I mean, that had to be like a big part of the budget was building that set.
Well, there's not a ton of locations in this movie, right?
Very
It's
true.
like the swamp, this mansion, and then like the resort park, and that's that's it, right?
Which is a junkyard.
Yeah.
I was wondering if they were maybe building some parts of the swamp on a stage.
They built some
for
swamp,
night.
at least
Yeah.
for the beginning of this movie.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah. Well, then you're like, I mean, if that, you're not going to just use that for one scene.
No,
they
they
would
just
use it a
turn
lot
around,
and use it
shoot
in
the other
another movie.
They
And,
definitely get their money's worth out of each set that they do.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they blow it up.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
so many
Even if it
explosions.
makes no sense,
No.
they blow it up.
But this the quality of this underground evil lab layer cannot be understated.
It's
It
good.
is beautiful, colorful test tubes with bubbles and all kinds of liquids.
The
just
lighting's
like
good.
great. Yeah, and it looks very modern and clean, and it's well lit too. They're not trying to hide
There's
anything
a
in
lot
here.
of levels.
Yes.
And there's like a weird
ramps and stuff.
There's a weird pool.
I thought
Yeah.
that was maybe where you
There's
kept
a-
the sharks.
Yeah.
Like they're
There's a
warning
chamber
Yeah.
sharks.
where we disintegrate
Yes.
beasts through lightning.
Yes, there's lightning science too. Yeah, it's all kinds
that's
of
where the
science
ones
are in
that
here.
the failure experiments.
Yeah, oh yeah, the
they
field
go in there.
experiments go into the chamber and they get electrified until they Did that
So
right.
who do we meet in the basement lair? Who else is here in the house working for
Inhaler
Dr. Arcane?
scientist.
Inhaler scientist.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dr. Rochelle,
Rochelle. Yeah, Dr. Rochelle.
right?
Who doesn't know how to use an inhaler?
We call him that because literally every scene he hits the inhaler twice in a row.
Yeah,
Which
but he hits
is-
it like a breath mint.
Yeah.
Banaka.
Yeah.
He's just like airing out his mouth.
Yeah, he's not inhaling it, actually. Yeah.
But an inhaler, you have to like wrap your mouth around
Yes.
And breathe it in.
and inhale.
And you don't do
Shocking.
too quick in a row like that.
Right.
You don't hit it twice in a row
This
really
isn't-
quick like
this
that.
isn't
Yeah.
Banaka.
No.
Yeah.
And what is he like in charge of? He's the one who's
Genetics.
actually
Yeah.
doing them.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So he's working
He's
on the
splicing.
experiments. And the other person down there is, I can't remember her last name.
Ursa.
Is Lana. Yeah. Yeah. Sarah Douglas from
Yeah, it's
Superman
Lana
2.
Jill Del Frankenstein, something or other. I'll look it up.
the what?
Lana.
Oh, her
Lana-
character's name?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was also Conan the Destroyer, which I don't think we've brought to this show yet.
Nice.
Lana Zarel.
All right. Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Zor-El.
Yeah, Zarel. Yeah.
All right, so they work for Arcane,
Yes.
but there's another character going to be introduced surprisingly into the story.
Are we talking about Heather Locklear?
Yes.
Heather Locklear, who fucks plants.
Yes.
Horny as fuck for some
Horny
Yeah.
plants.
Even before she meets Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Well,
she.
okay, wait, horny for plants before she meets Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gives she
horny herbologist,
runs
should
a
we say?
plant shop. Is that what this is? What is this business of hers that we
Runs.
see one scene?
We're barely. Yeah, I was gonna say we're barely there.
I think
She
it's a
works
flower
in the
shop.
plant shop.
Okay, but she has like all these plants with name tags on
Yeah.
them, like human names, and she tells her assistant or whatever that like you have to read them. You got to leave this TV on from. You got to talk to them. You got to do this. Like
she loves
insane
plants.
list.
Plants when you stroke them they don't think you're coming out.
Yeah.
Whatever she says.
Yeah.
Which
Like,
I
well,
mean,
well,
homegirl, you
right. Who
can't
you
stroke.
stroking?
You can't stroke people
Just
and
don't
not
stroke people.
and not expect them to react. They're
Right.
going to react.
Right.
But she is. I mean, she's playing. She's blonde. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like that. I think that describes her character. Like, but she's
She's
very.
she's playing the stereotypical.
Yeah.
And they're going to do
California
the
girl.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
from California, and she's
Yeah.
going to go to the bayou, which was never explicitly said where it is. I think it was supposed to be Louisiana. We found out the movie was shot in Savannah, Georgia.
Yep.
So she loves plants, wishes that men were more like plants, but her shrinks, all of
Do
them
we?
apparently, in a conspiracy, she thinks, have all told them that in order to get your shit together, you're going to have to find out about your stepfather and what happened to your mom.
Yes.
So she packs up her shit and heads out. Gonna go find Anton Arcane.
Yeah.
So
I feel like the message of this movie is that there is a person for all of us.
Yeah, there's a lid for every pot. Yeah.
Gives you hope, doesn't it?
It
Yeah.
really does.
well, it does seem like all Swamp Thing stories that I ever like, they're all love stories.
Yeah.
Like in a way, it's like it's a tragedy and then like a
It's
love
Beauty
story.
and the Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
the time.
This
Yeah.
movie is not a tragedy.
No, I mean
No.
his origin.
Yeah, his
He was
origin,
the
yeah.
man who was
No, I know.
Yeah.
a science experiment.
make no
exploded
mistake.
on
No,
him
there's
and-
psychedelic mind sex. There is
Make no mistake,
not a-
listeners. This is not a sad movie.
no. They got that out of the way in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
go-
we did.
We're just gonna have some fun with this one.
Yeah. So so she arrives at the manor, and Arcane immediately senses an opportunity.
To fuck her.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It seems like he wants to.
He's a little too touchy feely for a stepdad.
Right. Right. It seems like a cut to like she looks good.
Yeah.
Like that cutaway
Yep.
is
Yeah.
But he's not after her body. He's just after her genes.
Yes.
He's just after her perfect DNA, as he mentions multiple times.
which is I mean it's very topical.
You're right.
Now, considering what's
Yes.
going on in the world. But
I was
yeah.
curious how that was supposed to work because her mom, we know she participated in some way in the original experiments
Yeah.
to.
Her mom wasn't a character in the first one, was
No,
she? Okay.
no, they never
Just making-
mentioned Arcane's wife, but she was part of like a program to heal him. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm a little
Unclear.
sketchy on this and how
Yeah.
her
So
genes
weird.
are somehow because it's not his daughter.
Yeah,
I guess that's the thing. It's
why
like
do
it
they
needs to
need
be
her
his
genes?
daughter in order to, but whatever.
It
he's
needs
figuring
to be
out a way
his daughter. How,
Right? Because then it would
But
have
it's
like
not his daughter.
it doesn't have to be his daughter.
to have like a gene that would work with his. Isn't that the
But-
whole idea? You
right,
find
but
the
it's not
offspring
his-
and you're like,
right,
aha, you
but-
have a.
But it's not his daughter.
I know, but in the movie it isn't. I'm saying it would have made more sense if it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Instead
Oh.
of his the step.
Yeah, essentially just like her mom had perfect genetics and they like ran out of it. So
Yeah.
now they need hers
So
because
why
hers is
couldn't-
the same.
Why
Yeah.
couldn't she just be his daughter? Is it
Right?
because he wants to
Right,
fuck her that we're just like,
right.
let's draw a line here and not go over it?
I
Jim
don't
Wynorski?
know.
See, I just so got a not straight vibe from him. So
You weren't worried about it?
I never was worried about
that's
it.
very true.
I'm like, he is not interested in her
Just
body.
based on
It's
his pajamas.
beyond just like her blood.
Yeah, you're very right.
He wants her DNA and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to achieve that goal,
He's more interested in being fashionable than he is in
Yeah.
any of the women in this movie.
so what is
Yeah.
his?
It's like even like his interactions with his like so-called girlfriend. I'm like, this dude is gay.
Yeah.
oh,
He's constantly
Lana.
like, put that on.
Alana.
Yeah.
Put that on. I'm just like, okay.
And he's fully dressed in bed every
All
time
the
they
time.
show him, like full on PJs. I'm like, this dude, no.
I mean, he's got a lot of the sexy men Gokus around.
Exactly.
Too, you know?
He
He
Yeah.
does. I think that you're
Yeah.
right. That is for his benefit.
Yes,
You're
yeah.
He ignores the sexy girl ones.
They're outside.
They're outside.
Yeah,
The sexy
not
men are
even featured
inside.
in the
Men are
movie.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he seems to know that
I'm
I'm
like-
going to hook the
Yeah.
sheriff, whatever,
Yeah.
up with Monique Gabrielle, whatever.
The sexy lady Gokus are guarding the front lawn.
Yeah. Like
Men are inside.
homeboy may have been married to her mom. He
Yeah.
may have a girlfriend, but he ain't
Sham.
fooling anybody. He's not
Yeah.
fooling anybody.
So what's his plan? How is he going to get her DNA then in order to pull off this amazing
Right.
experiment?
He's
that
like,
he's
she's going to
undertake?
be our house guest, and you just need to get her blood somehow. And he's like, how am I going to do that? He's like, figure it out.
It's like, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, but they come up
Yeah.
with a pretty ingenious little
I
plot.
thought it was
there.
a good plan. Yeah, it was a good plan.
A ring that cuts you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wait until dinner
this
and then
was-
give her
yeah.
her mom's ring.
Sure.
Except it cuts you on the finger and you bleed and away you
It
go.
was, I mean, honestly, it was a believable part in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I buy
So-
it. Yeah.
We talked for a little while about like, okay, this is all the plot machinery that's happening.
Yep.
Where's Swamp Thing during all of this? What's he
At
doing?
his bachelor pad.
Yeah. He literally
the
calls it
swamp.
that. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Swamp.
Like, running in and out of action. Basically, like he for the first part of the movie, he like shows up, beats up some motherfuckers, and then just kind of says a little bit, and then runs off, and then
Yeah.
shows up again.
Like a comic book. Yeah.
yeah, basically.
He does
until
because
we
he always
get-
seems to be there like right when something is about to happen. Swamp
They
Thing
are
like,
surrounded
walks
by a
out
swamp,
there.
Colin.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I feel like he can I don't know if this is a power that he has in the comics or anything like that, but he uses the plant life and everything to hear what's going on and sense
Yeah.
things that are going on around
Yeah,
the
he
swamp.
can in
yeah.
the comics.
Oh,
so-
Okay.
well, at this point, he fought Cthulhu Monster at the beginning. But
Right.
then he's still
That's his
tracking.
main thing.
He's still tracking Cthulhu Monster because he then follows it to where it goes next. And that's when we meet our next characters.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
Just real quick before we get to this scene.
Yeah.
Did we miss the scene where someone asked where he was from and he said the bug?
Oh, right.
That was
The
at the
delivery
very
of that.
beginning of the
Yeah, that's what I
movie.
thought, right? Yeah.
Where did you
Amazing.
come
The bug.
It was wonderful.
Just deadpan
Yes.
the bog.
Cut
Yeah.
to the bog and that ding smile, like
Yep.
the bog.
Just wanted to just make
Beautiful.
note of that.
It's
But
beautiful.
yeah, this let it be known, listeners, we found kids in a movie we love.
Oh, I love it. There are
these
kids in
kids.
this movie, and they're not annoying.
Yeah, they're
Fucking
They're
hilarious.
kind of one of the best parts.
Yeah.
I kept wondering if that was like, because there was all those kids' adventure movies, like at that period of time where you had kind of endearing kids like
Yeah, like Mac and
Goonies
Me
or
and shit.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so they kind of they're like these, they got distinct
Featured. They're
little
featured role.
yeah.
and personalities. They found some great like kid actors.
Yeah.
Really did.
To
One of
do
them
this.
is 35 years old, I swear to God. He's got to be. When he started banging on that door when we first see him, I'm
Yeah.
like, that is either a small person or a very mature child.
Why does he have landlord energy, right? Why does he feel like he's coming over to be like, keep it down over here, you know? Like,
Relax. What's going on here?
it feels like he's coming over to scold the other kid for something. And oh my God.
And the kid's like, all right. I know I pissed you off, but I have porn.
Yeah, exactly. Did not expect the return of Swamp Thing to feature two kids looking at porn, and I find it funny and endearing.
It was
Like,
funny.
Oh, yeah. It was great.
I love you got any of the hard stuff, and they open regular Coke. Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna
so funny.
drink regular Coke, look at porn while the parents are up and go, and what were they watching on TV? They put something on
It was
TV.
MTV.
Swamp Thing.
Yeah, MTV. Yes,
Yeah.
MTV.
and I was like, sounds like a fine night. I'm like,
The only problem
Yeah.
is that you just don't open the magazines in the living room. Like, you
yeah,
gotta do
they
that in
should
the
have
room
known better.
upstairs. Yeah.
but-
Other than that,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I also definitely got the impression that they only kind of know what they're looking at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the way they're like, oh wow, look at that. It seems
Yeah.
very
He got excited
disingenuous.
about her birthday or her zodiac sign.
Yeah,
or
he
something
was
like
so excited. Yeah.
Scorpio.
Yeah.
She was so excited that she was a Scorpio.
It's like they found the Maxims and not the Playboys. They hadn't gotten there yet where their minds would be totally blown.
Oh, that was so funny.
She's a Scorpio.
He was so
He was
excited.
very happy. That's funny. That's good.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
That was really funny.
And there's a knock on the door, which they're like, "Oh no, my mom's home," and it isn't mom. Though.
No, it's
No.
Man Thing again.
Yeah, Who shows up. He knocks on the door.
Yeah.
They open the door,
And he's just...
close the door, and scream. Right? That was a pretty good.
It is a good, like,
bit.
close the door, turn to each other.
Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah, this is before Home Alone, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They
It's
figured it out.
solid.
They got it.
So there's a
And there's another fight scene.
the Swamp Thing shows up.
Yep. As he should.
Yep,
Hero
beats the
pose
shit out of this
again.
thing
Yep.
again.
Right. And so how does this end?
This was great.
This was great.
Because there's this fight, and of course the kids are like, "Oh no, not my mom's new station wagon!"
Yeah.
and it
If
gets
you call it out,
destroyed.
it gets destroyed.
It explodes. Well, there was one part I wasn't sure what was happening because
They're fighting. Swamp
one of
Thing
them has
like
an
metal
oar, a
pole.
boat oar.
He takes the pole off the swing set, which is great. It
Yeah.
was a great
Oh,
little
that's right.
detail.
Yeah.
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 And so they're fighting also electricity. Kind
Yeah,
of.
because
Yeah.
where did that come from? That's
Don't
what I
know.
don't get.
Don't know.
Because at some point it was sparking.
Well, it was raining.
Well,
Did they get
okay,
hit by
also,
lightning?
Also, this is a movie where when people jump in the water, it explode. They
Yeah.
explode
Yeah.
automatically, so we don't
Yeah.
know. So the chemical composition of both of these beings
Sure.
were
Sure,
made in
yeah.
the lab.
Yeah.
Once they hit friction-wise,
Yeah.
lightning is produced, and we don't need to explain
Correct.
anymore.
Well, then by throwing your energized opponent into a car, I mean, we all know
I
what
think
would
it turned into
happen.
a trailer with a gas.
Is that what it was?
Propane tank or
Yeah.
something?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there was a
It was something
propane
like that.
tank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a propane tank that he hit.
Yeah.
That's what caused the initial explosion.
The giant
And
explosion.
and then because things were near,
And then now near,
also
like in a
exploded.
parking lot,
Yes.
kind of cars, but that's
okay,
close
but
enough
should
proximity.
if one car explodes
heat,
and
Sean,
another
the
car
heat.
is 10 feet away,
Yeah.
should it also explode?
But I
Yes.
do like that you could see the timer for the explosion for each one because it goes down the line the same increment. Like
Yeah.
you just know someone's on the other side of the camera hitting switches for each one as they
Yes.
go. Yeah,
And it makes no sense, but it is awesome.
it's delightful. Yeah,
It is awesome because everything explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these little kids are just watching it happen.
their minds are fucking blown. I
Right.
love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fireballs everywhere.
It's wonderful.
Great.
And I think one of them, yeah.
The
he-
monster is on fire and he runs towards the lake.
Oh, right.
Like, he's
Yeah,
done
yeah.
with it,
Leech monster heads off. And Swamp Thing, they're like, I think he's a good guy. And he gives him a big thumbs up. And I've seen that meme
Yes. Yeah.
like a bunch
yeah. yeah.
because he's just so goofy.
He's a fucking hero.
Yeah.
There's no I'm depressed. I'm a plant. He's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm a
Right.
fucking hero.
No,
Yeah.
he laughs. He tells jokes.
Yeah.
He's,
He has a good time. He's accepted
yeah.
his fate.
He has a
He's like,
great smile.
Yeah.
He really does.
His life seems pretty all right. You know.
Yeah.
Once
Like,
you
it's-
accept that this is it.
Yeah.
He's come to terms with it. Now he's like,
I mean,
I'm the
let's be
protector.
real. This
of
is
it.
Michaela's dream life.
This is it. Yeah, I will be Mrs. Swamp Thing probably in the future.
There you go.
But it feels
Oh,
like
please do Swamp Thing and Mrs. Swamp Thing for Halloween. You and Joey, please.
yes.
Great.
Here's where I have a question, Colin. Is it feels like the movie kind of makes up what his plant powers are to convenience the plot,
Yeah.
and it feels like anything's possible if Swamp Thing just kind of wills it to
Yeah, but
happen.
the era that I read, he was like, trying to figure that out. So like the whole
Yeah.
series of the Alan Moore stuff was him like discovering that he could do all sorts
Yeah.
of stuff, die in one place and regrow somewhere else, and eventually like just take over all the plant life. And for miles, it was all him.
Okay, so
yeah.
does he
That's
ever?
what happens at the end of this scene. Okay, go ahead.
Does he ever? But like. We see, I don't want to spoil it, but we see a scene later on where like he grows something and it has a interesting
That
effect.
scene, when we get there,
Yeah.
is an
But-
interpretation of the comics.
But does this happen a lot? Is what I'm saying is that he gets in a pickle and he just grows something that can solve this problem.
I grew an antidote.
Yeah,
I grew a
like
grenade. I
yeah.
grew a bomb.
Does he,
I like this
No.
idea.
Has he ever just grown weed out of his hand and then smoked it? I, would love
didn't
that.
read enough. I know that
love
like the
this.
stuff that that grows on him has psychedelic properties.
Okay.
But how did he find that?
Yeah. It feels like
Doesn't
it's
he
a
knows
plot
it
device.
at some point. point?
Yeah.
Because
He's
at some point,
with the plants. He knows what they're able to
he's
do.
just all knowing.
Yeah.
in the comics, there is a scene where Abby and Swamp Thing make love in the glade.
How explicit is it?
And well, it's like a phantasmagorical kind
Is there
of, you know,
a Swamp
after
Thing
she eats
thing?
this fruit that grows on him. That's what it's called. It's a
Gross.
fruit.
Okay.
Yep.
But he eats it too, which is that not cannibalism? Like, this is where I need to know where the boundaries and the properties and this stuff lie, because it,
I don't know if he had to in the comics, but anyway, how do they meet? I guess that's what we got to talk about. Like,
at the end of the scene, is that when the Gokus come around and blow him up?
no, because
later?
so we were at the
Oh no, he just runs away after he beats the thing.
yeah, the RV scene. He
Okay.
runs,
and then we go back to Heather Locklear at the.
yep. Because they have now taken her blood at dinner, and
Right.
she's not getting any answers really about what happened to her mother.
Yeah.
And so she stalks off into the dark to get some air.
Right, and then she shows up around Cletus and.
Which I'll tell you right now, you don't go out to get air in Georgia. The air is that air is thick.
The air's too thick.
The air you can wear,
no.
right?
Yeah.
She meets the moonshiners, presumably the guys
Bill
in
and
the beginning
Ted.
were,
Fuck
and
them.
these two are the worst part of this.
They're
Yeah,
whole
they're
movie.
the
so
worst.
goddamn
well,
annoying.
I mean,
like 'em. They
stereotypes.
have
I
to
guess
be,
like they're
yeah.
just trying to lean into the.
Oh, I know
goofy
what they were
comic.
trying to do. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I'm
And-
glad they didn't last long.
Yeah,
in
me
this
too.
movie, yeah.
No, they don't last very long because they see Heather Locklear and they're salivating like dogs, and Swamp Thing shows up
Yeah.
and kicks the shit out of them.
Yep, throws them around. Yeah.
I think they end up running off. But so this is the meet cute, right? Where she's
Where did
like,
you come from?
Yeah.
The bog. The bog.
The
bog.
The bog.
And he's like, well, I'll tell you the story.
She's
of
very
my...
accepting of this giant
Well,
creature that
because
came
she
out.
loves plants. We've established
She
that. It's already
loves
taken
plants.
care of.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because she's like, are
You can
a
love
plant?
plants and still not be 100% accepting right off the bat of a giant monster.
This
that
is
comes
her
out of the
dream.
swamp.
We
I know.
established at the
I know.
beginning that she wishes men were like plants.
I know.
Yeah.
And now she meets a plant.
I know.
Man.
It's love at first sight.
Yeah.
Love at first sight. And so then he explains to her a flashback to the first movie, where we never do see Ray Wise.
No,
No.
we're going to pay him to use his archival footage for this movie. So we just see him, the experiment go wrong, him on fire, running towards the lake and jumping in. And then he's like, and then I became this.
And I've been like this every day ever since. And she's like, that's adorable. I love you.
Love.
Yeah.
Love.
Does
It's reciprocated pretty quick.
does it happen like really fast, or were there,
Yeah.
Oh, no, very
It happens
Really
very
fast.
it is like the
The-
following morning.
The acceptance is off the charts.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
for
she
them.
goes through no period of like disbelief about what he is or anything.
None.
No.
And maybe I guess you could say like, well, she's just a crazy plant lady, so she just accepts it. But there is no learning curve for her at all.
No.
Immediately like, oh, okay, sounds cool.
I want to date this guy.
Yeah.
She literally, in like the next scene, is like, so you're not like my other boyfriends. It's like, boyfriend? Yeah.
Right. She claims him
Yes.
real quick.
Boyfriend.
He's like, me? Really?
Well, they've gone through a traumatic experience together. They've ended up back at his bachelor pad, which has got
Let's base
flowers.
a relationship off trauma. That's
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
idea.
And and then they consummate their relationship by eating the said fruit.
By demolition man mindset.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So the way that it happens, I guess she's like, but would you like to, I can't give you the kind of love that you want.
Yeah.
She's like, but would you like to? And so he's like, aha, I have a solution to this. And from his waistline, he pulls a
bulb.
Yeah.
bulb.
A
And
phallic like bulb.
yeah.
Here. Put this in your mouth.
And she eats it. And then they have a daydream fantasy
Yeah.
out in the
With a
middle
man
of the-
who's not Ray Wise or
Yep.
the actor who plays Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
So it's a new character, a new
Yeah.
version of this has been brought in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's glorious. And then afterwards, they're like, did that really happen?
It's like, did you want it to happen? Did you think it happened?
It's as real as you believe it to be.
Yep,
Okay.
that's it.
All right, that's great. So the two lovebirds hanging out in the swamps.
So there's deniability there. If someone asks her later, did you fuck a plant?
I mean, in my mind,
nah.
yeah.
But Arcane, right, is like, we got to find this swamp man because I need him for his DNA.
Yeah, he needs
and I
somebody-
need her for hers.
His genetics, her genetics. Also, Zarel is a match. Sarah Douglas, like they say at some point her DNA.
For some other kind of thing that
I didn't understand
Rochelle was coming up with.
this.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't either.
No,
But he basically
Oh, it was
said,
an emergency thing because we have to act within 72 hours or your body's going to deteriorate.
Yeah.
Like, well, we came up with this emergency stopgap, but only 2 people on the staff.
okay,
Um,
match that.
Yep.
he basically says, if you need to kill her, kill her.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And she
hears
overhears
this.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's willing to help, or
Yeah, her attitude changes real quick.
yeah, as it would if you're
Well,
gonna be
yeah,
expendable.
100%.
Just like, well, fuck you.
So I think the 2 child protagonists come back into the movie at this point
They have a
because
plan.
Yeah.
that's right. They're going to get rich. They're going to get a couple of Corvettes. And how are they going to do this?
Picture of
Pictures
Swamp Thing.
Of like Bigfoot.
And
That is their basic.
I love that the logic was that they're not going to pay as much because Bigfoot's more famous. And I was like,
These are
you know
smart
what?
children.
Valid.
They're
Yeah.
smart children.
Yes.
Nobody knows about Swamp Thing. Bigfoot's
Yeah.
famous.
Yeah.
They're smart.
Yep.
I was kind of
They
hoping
talk
we...
like fucking adult. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
They talk like 2 dumb teenagers, but
Yeah.
because they're kids,
It's charming.
It's charming.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's so believable because I'm like, okay, I believe these kids are left home alone a lot.
Yes.
Like, I believe it. I
The
believe
80s
it.
latchkey.
They are latchkey
Yeah.
kids, 100%. Yeah, I love it.
So they're out trekking through
the swamp.
the swamp, I guess, in order to try and find Swamp Thing. And instead they find the Goon Squad, right? But then Swamp Thing comes to their rescue.
Yeah, because he's not far with Heather Locklear in the bachelor pad,
Yep.
and they hear the kids scream.
I like that immediately. He hears that kid scream and he's like, "Whoa, I gotta go."
He's
Yeah.
like,
Danger, danger.
He just runs off. Oh,
He
yeah,
does that all the time.
does.
He's always like,
Huh?
"What? Danger."
It's like, not in my swamp. Yeah.
Right, because Gunn has apprehended the children.
Yep.
Our henchman Gunn.
Colin, does Swamp Thing ever have a sidekick? Or like
Swamp Boy?
yeah, or like I don't
Swamp
know, like a
Dog?
dog, Swamp Dog, yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's always just like a love story. He's
Bog
got
Dog.
like
It's
a
always
lady.
Bog
Okay.
Dog.
Bog Dog, there we go. Yes.
Swamp Thing and Bog Dog.
I don't know. It's just like it'd be nice if he had I guess if the theory is he's like can connect to like the network of plants, and then he doesn't really need one. But it feels like a missed
Well,
opportunity.
I mean, I guess for a
Right.
period, like I said, this I'm referencing, I guess, a golden period. Of
Yeah.
it. And I know it has gone on a lot longer, so I'm not sure. But back then, maybe John Constantine was
okay.
with him a
That's
lot,
cool.
like,
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
showing him the ropes and, maybe you can do this, go here, and some
I like
crazy
that.
shit's going to happen. And, yeah.
He just seems like he'd really enjoy the companionship of having a sidekick, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You know,
It's like he's he's accepted his fate, but
Yeah.
you get
he's a
lonely
friendly
out there.
guy. Yeah.
He went to Gotham at one point, I remember.
He did.
Really?
He was in the city.
He fight
Wow.
Batman, or Batman tried to fight him.
What's her swamp?
I don't want to fight you. Yeah.
He's in Central Park, right? Just hanging out in Central Park. He's got to be.
I think it was in the sewers.
I was gonna say,
Solomon
he probably
Grundy
goes
was
through
in
the
that one
sewers,
too.
yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so Heather Locklear, while Swamp Thing is distracted, is captured by the bad guys and taken away via speedboat or fan boat,
Fan boat.
which is a nice touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the mansion where Dr. Zor-El is no longer 100% on board and might be trying to let her out.
She tricks Rochelle into the room, the experiment room, and jabs him with some serum. And so we'll see him later. Don't worry about that. So he's out of the picture. Everyone's kind of looking for him. He's still on the premises, but we can't find him. So he's
And-
gone.
I think Arcane, they have like this big climactic, is it at the climax? Like, I don't remember what happened between them, like them catching her and her just going like, "You're insane." When she finds out what his plan is going to be, that basically she's going to get sacrificed to provide eternal life to him.
Yeah.
She's not happy about it. So she ends up strapped down on a Frankensteinian table, and some kind of spirit juice
We
is being
totally-
sucked out of her body.
We totally missed the scene where she gets the Jeep keys and they drive off in the Jeep and everything explodes around.
Right.
No, I
Yeah.
thought,
Yes.
how did they get back? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going like she got abducted when Swamp Thing was distracted with the kids, but that's not what happened.
No, because then he because they kill Swamp Thing. And
Oh,
then
shit.
He
Right.
moves back
They
in the
blow him up.
bathtub.
Oh,
we,
sorry.
we missed that whole thing.
Yes, that's right.
That's right. They
He has
they
to reconstitute himself.
they
yes.
grenade him,
They do.
and he blows up in the swamp. And we're like, oh shit, Swamp Thing is dead halfway through the movie. How is this going to go? And she's taken back to the mansion. However, Swamp Thing, a little piece of him survives, floats down river into the sewage drain.
Yeah, and it's bubbling, it's lightning, it's got the green effects going on.
Yeah.
You know he's still there. He's still alive.
He's respawning.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how does he do that?
He flows through the pipes and
He fills up a
Into-
bathtub.
he fills up
Into
a bathtub.
He basically he Ghostbusters 2's this.
I love
shit.
it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And later she's like, how'd you get here?
Because we
He's
get another
like,
hero entrance where he comes up in the shower in the bathtub, and then
Parts the curtains. And, yeah.
and we get the hero song again.
yeah.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yep. And how'd you get here? You could say I was piped in.
I love it.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
I missed that one.
So right. So then he is the transference thing happening?
She's in a cage. Remember?
Yeah.
Because she's in the cage with the opening, and she could fit through very easily.
And the
She's
beret
right.
dude
Gun.
lets her out. Gun lets her out to
Right.
like try to rape her or whatever.
Right, and she beats him up and gets
Yeah.
way into the elevator. She goes up. She meets Zarel, who knows.
Here's the
that-
keys to the
Yeah.
Jeep.
Here,
Yeah.
my
You can
Jeep's
get
out
away.
front. Go
right.
for it.
Sorry, I was jumping way ahead.
I know.
No, it's all
yeah.
right. We forgot about
So
it.
then there's a spectacular action sequence.
Yeah.
Now, there was an action sequence before this where Swamp Thing was being chased. And it was a lot of like, here are the guy's feet running after him. Here's his feet running away. And I was
Yes.
like, this is how you do a chase scene when you don't have a budget. But this one is different because they come barreling out of the yard, I guess, in the Jeep, and a circle or semicircle of these orange suited goons lines the property.
Has Gunn driven up in his Jeep to try and attack Swamp Thing at this point?
No,
No, not
Or is
yet.
that later?
That's
Okay,
later.
never mind then.
All right. So I believe the entire arsenal
The
of-
entire army of Gokus.
yeah.
Yes.
And so Swamp Thing's driving the Jeep through a minefield of exploding grenades.
Yes.
And while Heather
And
Locklear
gunfire. Everyone's
shooting back with a shotgun.
40 people with automatic weapons shooting at Heather Locklear and Swamp Thing in a Jeep as they drive away.
But the explosions.
Not getting shot
The
at all.
explosion. They're not
Yeah.
getting shot at all. Explosions are happening nonstop. Out of nowhere, Heather Locklear has a shotgun and is
And,
taking
yeah.
dudes out.
Yeah.
She's dead eye.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dead
she
Eye,
might as
she's
well.
doing it. Yeah, how anybody's shooting anybody with a shotgun from 50 feet away? Who
So
knows?
they do escape.
So it spreads.
it spreads.
So
okay,
that means I am
does.
completely forgetting how eventually she's captured and put on the fan boat.
how do they get away at this point?
Well,
they just drive through the gate
They do.
and they
Yeah.
get away.
they get away, and that's when they go to the swamp and fuck.
That's when they do.
Yeah.
That's when they do the fucking.
Yeah.
That's when the kids get there.
Sorry.
And
Yeah.
he goes off to get the kids.
out
She's
of
standing
order.
with the flower. That's when they get her, right?
That's when they get her, and
Yes.
that's when they, yeah.
Okay.
That's when they take her back.
Yeah.
And then that's when they strap her to the scientist table.
Yep.
The spirit switcher table, along with Arcane.
Okay.
Yep.
So the transference is happening.
Yes.
And oh my God, how are we going to stop this? We can't.
No.
And so the experiment apparently ends, and it looks like Abby is dead or
Let's talk about the
drained.
transference for a second because it's wonderful. Because this is where we see the lab come to life. There's a lot of.
Right.
This is where we see all the tubes, all the bubbling waters.
They all light
this
up.
is the
They're
Frankenstein
colorful.
lab
Yeah.
that we're at.
Yeah.
They're on a very comfortable bed because there's just rolls of foam that they're laying on, which is very fun.
The straps don't look like
right. By the way, this is a 4K transfer. This
Yeah.
has been redone. Everything, so everything is there for you to see.
I'm just
And
gonna
it's
say, just looking at this bed that Heather Locklear was lying at, my back was happy.
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah.
I think a really good nap.
Right.
on
Oh,
this.
my back
It
was
yeah,
so
it was
happy.
very nice. Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
up position of one of those beds where you're just like, ah,
Yep.
Yeah.
it was wonderful.
So much support.
But there is a transference. I'm not entirely sure scientifically what's happening here.
No.
I know that
This is like a ghost. Her ghost is
right,
kind of
yeah,
coming out
ghosts-
and washing
spirits
over him.
are leaving
Yeah.
people and
Yeah.
washing over other people.
You know, like in Harry Potter and the Dementors are sucking the life force out
Yeah,
of them?
yeah, it's life
It's
force.
like that, but
Okay.
it's just like independently coming out and going into
right,
the other
but
person.
80s
Right.
effects.
Yeah.
Okay.
But 80s effects, yeah.
Yeah.
So like picture like the dark monsters from Ghost, but they're white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Arcane is rejuvenated. He feels like he's 20 years old again.
Looks the same. This is
Yeah.
some bullshit.
I wanted
because he's looking in the mirror going, yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm like, you look the same.
Right.
I was hoping for like some seriously good casting of someone who looks just like him but younger.
Yeah.
Right.
Be good, or he should have deteriorated before that, so that we knew that he got rejuvenated.
Correct,
Like he
yeah.
should. They say he's falling apart. They should have shown it.
Yeah.
So that when this happens, he is better. But
feel
it's
like-
nothing. He is the same.
Yeah.
He's exactly the same.
I love that there was that one scene where they were talking about, his aging and all that, and the camera like slow pans away from him and over to the portrait, on the wall of the younger him.
Yeah.
So you got to have your Dorian Gray
Yeah.
portrait. But I kind of expected that he would look like that, or they would do something, put makeup on him to smooth him out or make him younger, but they don't.
They do not.
He's
The
just
portrait looked like what's his face, the boot goofing guy from Reno 911.
Just new boot goofing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Lennon.
Yeah.
Like him. It
did.
totally looked like
Just goofing.
him.
Just new boot goofing.
New boot goofing. Sorry.
I'm just trying to remember what. So,
Yeah, so that
there's
happens.
after the transference, right? He learns that he's got like pustules forming on his
He
hand.
does. A little thing is growing out of his hand.
What's this? He wonders.
There was also a plant growing out of Heather Locklear's foot.
No, that's later.
That's at the very end.
That's later.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's
I'm so
going
ahead
on
of
here?
myself.
As
Yeah,
we're trying to describe
yeah,
this movie, we're all over the place
Right.
with trying to remember the sequence and what stuff, how
Right.
things happened. I mean, we don't do this every week, so
Mm-hmm.
there's something there about like the
Yeah.
structure of it or something. It feels like there's self-contained
Well,
scenes. that are-
partly because
Yeah.
like there's no defining like they're all the same set pieces. They're wearing the same things. Like
Yeah.
there's no defining moments that like tells you where you're at in the timeline.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
The sense of time is not
Yeah.
there.
it's a little weird. Swamp Thing and like Arcane are like never together, really.
I know.
Right.
Which is weird, right?
Right, it
So
is
every
weird.
time we go back and forth between them, it feels like, well, this could be here.
It's like
Yeah.
This
well,
could
Yeah.
be here.
Yeah.
it's like
Because-
which time at the lab, well, which time at the swamp.
Right,
Like, it's-
because they don't relate. Because every time Swamp Thing is with somebody else, there's no mention of Arcane.
Yeah.
Really, no mention of Arcane or like kind of association with
everything's
it. So,
happening independently of each other.
yes,
Right.
it kind of
Yeah.
feels like that. They do run into each other, and so that's why we get scenes that end
Yeah.
up these characters cross over. But yeah, it does feel like kind of separate sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But we're waiting for the big smackdown where Arcane's going to turn into a big scaly boar monster.
We're hoping.
Well, yeah, because he's got these like pussy things on his hand, so he kills his girlfriend
Why?
because she slipped him the bad juice.
Yeah,
She
she switched
did.
out
Yeah.
the container in the
And he's
machine.
He switched out the containers. He switched out the vials. Yes.
And
I'm
then
Not bad. He
shoots
shot
her.
her.
Oh, he does.
They're
He
like-
does shoot her. Oh,
He starts
yeah.
laughing, and then she starts laughing, and then you hear a gunshot, and she like falls down. Yeah.
Yep.
That's very true.
He lays her down in the
Yep.
comfy bed thing.
And then Swamp Thing busts in. Oh, does he? I think there's a whole. This is where he's dealing with Monique Gabriel and
Gunn?
and Gunn,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because
Because they're showing off their scars to each other.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
There's that whole scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what'd she say? Like New Orleans Mardi Gras, 1985.
Oh, that was a Motley
Motley
Crue
Crue, Motley
concert.
Crue, yeah.
She is.
She's got a bite mark.
That's
Boom.
oh boy.
Like Vince
Yeah.
Neil is biting her.
Yeah.
The irony being
It's
Heather Locklear.
like that joke is
Tommy
funny.
Lee.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yep. They knew what they were doing.
yeah, because I think that relationship had expired by 1989. There was also a TJ Hooker joke in there somewhere because she was on that. So
Going for it.
I
Just going
think
for
so.
it.
What happened? Because I think Swamp Thing like threw a grenade at Gunn as he was like coming at him in the
He's
Jeep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Gunn's
it's
driving the Jeep
exploded.
with rocket launchers on the side of it, and
Yeah, and Swamp Thing's approaching the manor to rescue.
right. So he gets shot a little bit. He throws a grenade at Gunn, whose Jeep blows up and slides all everything. So he's been dealt with, we think.
Yeah.
And then he goes in to go get and to find Heather Locklear
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah,
basically, at
she's
this point,
gone at this
Yeah.
because the transference has occurred.
So you get that other thing that like Swamp Thing always seems to be doing is carrying a woman.
Always.
a limp
You gotta
woman
get that.
car.
Always,
This and the
yeah.
first
You gotta
one.
get
Yeah.
that.
It is just the thing.
It's just
Our king gets hit in the knee and is incapacitated
Yep.
and dies. That's how this character goes out,
No, he
right?
gets hit with a chair.
Swamp
Yep.
Thing threw a chair at him.
Yep.
And that
It was
was
like,
it.
oh, and he went
That's
down.
how he took
I
down our
think
supervillain.
what we're supposed to get, I don't know if it is conveyed. I think the door to the chamber where Dr. Rochelle was locked in,
Oh, yeah.
busts open,
Yeah.
Forgot.
and lands on Arcane's
And
leg, and so he's trapped.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Brainiac comes out
Yeah.
Dr. Rochelle has been transformed.
and has a fight with Swamp.
Not before he hits his inhaler, though.
He
Even
does.
as the
Because
monster,
you
he
gotta
does it.
know
Yeah.
Yeah,
who
who
the
it
character
Yes.
is or was before.
Okay, did I miss it? But Swamp Thing didn't free all the failed experiments,
No.
did he?
No,
it
he didn't.
No.
Shame on you, Swamp Thing.
Well, I don't know that.
That means they blew the fuck up.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm not
But-
sure that they should exist.
Well, I agree with Holly. It wouldn't have been a good thing if those
No.
monsters were free in the world.
No.
But
Wouldn't have been good.
we
It
should
would
have had
been
the
more of guy
vengeance.
from the beginning that he was fighting. It would have been more of that.
We should have had the vengeance moment though, where they can at least go and kill their
They
creator.
should have
See,
gone
you know?
after Arcane.
Yeah.
They should have. Yeah,
That's
that,
what-
that
Then
would
blow
have been
them
a
up,
better
you know? Yeah,
ending.
yeah.
He should have let them out for
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know you're going into it. You want to see Swamp Thing fight Arcane, but that would have been, I think,
never
more
happens.
thematically
That's
satisfying.
better, yes.
Why they didn't do that, I don't know. I haven't listened to commentaries on this.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was intended.
It was
That
right
would've been
there.
better.
It was right there.
It was right there.
But instead, they go with Arcane is trapped under this door and he can't leave. And so he's just resigned to his
and
fate.
everything is going to blow up.
Yeah,
He
because
he's just so resolved. Like his face is just calm. He's just going to
Yeah.
go down with the
he's
ship.
like, yep, this
It's
is
a
it for
minor
me.
inconvenience that he's about to be blown up.
Yeah. Because he's coming back in the sequel.
I
You
mean, I
didn't
get
actually
that.
see him blown up. So he's back for Swamp Thing 3. It never materialized. But I mean, if it was a success, I mean, they could have done it. Anyway, yeah, I like that there's a self-destruct sequence for the lab.
Yep.
The whole place goes red. I love this.
Yeah, modern movies, we don't get enough self-destruct.
Right?
Yeah, we need more.
Yes,
that
it's
back.
ridiculous, but I don't care.
I want that back.
No, because it puts a clock on things.
Yeah.
We love that.
It's going to blow up in T minus whatever.
Yeah, I want it.
So Swamp Thing rescues the lifeless body of Abby and they walk away from the property as it explodes in a giant fireball.
A lot of
and
just
then,
a lot of explosions.
Walking
It's
towards
wonderful.
the moonlight with fog. It's a beautiful shot.
well, I was saying the explosion because
Oh,
that
the
was like
explosion's beautiful,
because
yeah.
the house explodes
many
Yeah.
levels. to
and
this
then
explosion.
like the whole front yard explodes.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
Like,
yeah, so much so that it. Okay,
Gorgeous.
just because you can see where the explosions are. Like, oh, we have a line of explosives here. We have a line of explosives here.
Oh, yeah.
Like the front yard of this place
There's-
blows up when it shouldn't. Because why
Well,
is the
that's
front
the
yard blowing
basement.
up? No. But I'm saying, like, I agree. But you can see that it has no
Oh.
association with the
Oh,
rest
yeah.
of the explosions,
Yeah.
and so the explosions aren't quite connected. And so
Yeah,
you
there
just see
was-
the front yard blow up.
There was no effort to hiding the charges in this movie.
No, and
None
that's the thing.
whatsoever.
I love it.
I love
it's
it.
great. I want more
Yeah.
of it, but there is no connectivity there.
Yeah.
big wall of fire, like Beastmaster.
Big wall of fire. It's wonderful.
Beastmaster
Right.
kind of
Everything blows up. The lab blows up. It goes up. The building blows up, and then the whole plantation.
It's
blows
great.
Up. It's great because you got to burn down the house at the end.
Fire. Yeah,
That's all we want.
I do believe that
We want finality.
before that, Gunn horribly burned.
Horribly burned.
Survived
Yep.
and attacked Swamp Thing, but Swamp
To
Thing
no avail.
takes a grenade and shoves it down his pants and
Yep.
blows him up.
Yeah.
How did Monique Gabrielle die?
I don't think we do. We see it. I don't
Was
think
she
we
just
saw it.
out of the movie?
I think she
Yeah.
was just out of the movie.
Oh,
After
man.
the scar comparing thing. I think it was just done.
Yeah. Oh, what a
Yeah.
bummer.
Which I'm fine with.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
probably
that's
exploded in the thing.
Yeah,
too.
it's fine.
So Swamp Thing takes Abby back to the bog,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do.
and tries to revive her as he did before with Adrian Barbeau,
Yep.
and
Swamp
gives her
magic.
his,
Gives
his
her
life
what?
force, his
Yeah.
swamp
Yep.
Yeah.
healing green
Yeah. He gives her,
energy thing.
gives her the life force.
This
Chlorophyll?
is being what?
Just chlorophyll. Straight chlorophyll. He gives her a green
I
kale
know.
drink, and she's fine.
I don't know how it works, but I mean, she's like revitalized.
It doesn't work, Colin. You're not going to know how it works.
Herbal medicine, Colin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
He's like,
Herbalife.
she's like, or he's like, well, there might be side effects. She's like what? And he's like, I don't know.
We'll find out.
And then she grows a little flower on her foot.
Yep.
She is also.
Yeah, because she's just like, are you, tied to this place? Are you into relocating?
Yeah, what do you think about like San Diego?
They're
Like,
just
what-
gonna like live life with a
Yeah,
swamp
they're gonna
thing?
make this totally. I want. You know how I don't know if anybody's seen the most recent Fantastic Four, but you know how the Thing is just like wearing clothes regularly and all that?
Yeah.
That's Swamp Thing.
Yep.
Like they're gonna go to New York or wherever, and he's just gonna be like wearing suits and ties, and
Yeah.
sweaters and shit,
Yeah.
and just live a life.
I'd watch that sitcom.
I would too.
It would be interesting.
Yeah, I would.
It is a lot
Fish out of
darker.
water.
Yes.
It's darker in the comics because if I remember, she was a social worker and worked with troubled children. And during her makeout session with the Swamp Thing, there's a photographer who takes a picture, and then that circulates, and then she gets fired, and but they do end up like kind of living out in the.
Well, I mean, yeah.
She's got an ex-husband that's possessed by her father, Arcane, and
Oh, God,
got
okay.
centipedes crawling out.
But yeah,
Centipedes would be good.
while they're making out and the plants are growing out of her foot, they have an audience
Mm-hmm.
The kids have returned.
back.
Thank God.
determined
Yes.
to take their picture.
They're going to get that picture.
Yeah, because there's reward money. They
Yeah.
need to get it.
And it's like, we got to take one more. It's like, no, they're kissing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The photo mat opens in an hour, and so off they go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you stick with the
If you
credits,
stick with it, which Michaela did not do.
No, I had to pee. I couldn't wait. Yeah.
There was no film in the camera.
Yeah.
See the little
As we
kids
learn.
arguing outside of the photo mat. You were
That's
supposed to put the film in the camera. How was I supposed to know that? And then
So
they,
funny.
I never liked you anyway.
Yeah, and the one,
A fight is
the one
going to
challenges
ensue.
the other one to a fight, and he puts up his dukes like they're gonna box.
oh, yeah, jumping around and
Yeah,
all that.
it's
Yeah,
great.
that,
It's
that kid actor is something else.
It's good.
Oh, it's good.
That is only there because the kids were so good. And
Yeah.
the filmmakers were like, we love you, and
Yeah,
we must have
we
you
gotta
have
do one more.
scene.
What's that kid's name? Like Daniel Taylor or something?
Yeah,
It was, I
just
don't know if he
yeah,
did
that's
anything
it.
else, but
I want to
yeah.
know if he went on to other things as
Great.
a star. Didn't open his eyes for the entire movie.
He was so cute.
All right, well, I guess that unless we've forgotten anything, I
don't
think
think so.
that's the return of Swamp Thing.
The Return.
And now we're going to go around the table and tell you whether or not we would recommend that you watch it. However, first, we're going to read some of your mail. In order to do that, we need to summon our mailman, Igor. Bring us the mail.
Masters, the mail. I've got the mail. So many letters. Our followers are rising.
Why, thank you, Igor.
Do you think he's ever visited the
mini
swamp?
Swamp Thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
He
he's
is a
swampy.
swamp thing.
He's
Yeah, he
swampy.
is
Something.
a thing of
Yeah.
the. No, he's a thing of the swamp.
Yeah, he's swampy for sure.
Well, we should let the good folks at home know how they can participate on this interactive portion of our show by following along on Facebook,
Facebook.com/Saturday Night Freak Show.
on X,
At Sat Freak Show.
by email,
SaturdayFreakShow@yahoo.com.
and on Instagram at Saturday Night Freak Show. MF Mad, the keeper of the Saturday Night Freak Show Wall of Fame, wants us to know that we have put 2 people on the hallway
Excellent.
of fame for appearing in the Return of Swamp Thing. But Jim Wynorski, right? That's 3. Are we saying
Yeah.
was it Slumber Party Massacre 2?
That was one
Okay,
of them.
we're positive.
We did that, yeah.
So that's
oh yeah,
3.
we definitely did it. Yeah,
So
Nighty
Wynorski-
Nightmare. Yeah, we did it.
Okay.
I remember we were here.
Uh-huh.
We made jokes about Travis on that episode. I have listened to it a few times. We did it.
Well, he says that J. Don Ferguson, who played Bob, not Cockroach Bob, but Bob,
Cockroach-
before he
no,
turned
no.
into a, and
Different Bob.
he was also in Maximum Overdrive and I Know What You Did Last Summer. He was at the
Oh.
MC and I Know What You Did
Okay.
Last Summer.
Wonderful.
And Anthony Ciceri, maybe. He was Conklin in this. I don't remember a person called Conklin.
Nope.
But he was also a townsperson in Dead and Buried.
Oh,
Okay.
Conklin was one of the guys at the beginning of the movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, in the
Yeah.
U.S.
One-
Treasury
one of
people?
the- one of the
Gotcha.
Treasury guys.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep,
was he?
yep.
Okay,
Okay.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well,
Okay.
one of those guys was uncredited in Dead and Buried, and he was
There we
also
go.
a Cyclopean nomad in Metal Storm: The Destruction.
Nice.
I was gonna say I knew
Of
it was gonna be
Jared
Jared Sin. You said Cyclopean. I'm like, that's Jared Sin. Ball.
Yeah. Kryptonian Orphan writes in and says, if the discussion of this film is anywhere near as entertaining as the original Swamp Thing, then I'll be in stitches. Great and extremely overdue choice for the Saturday Night Freak Show. Pat Hatfield says, I'm so glad you're doing this movie. I find it much more entertaining than Wes Craven's original, which is strange because I'm a big fan of Wes Craven.
Oh, yeah.
And I also usually prefer straight up horror as opposed to the goofiness on display in this movie. And I also love the creature effects. And any comic book movie that has opening credits where covers from said comic book just makes me happy. And he also says about Jim Wynorski, Chopping Mall is one of his favorite comfort food horror movies. and 976 Evil 2 is a fun time.
I want to watch that
I
one.
kind of watch that one too. Great thing about Jim Wynorski, knows how to make a movie in time. This is
Yeah.
88 minutes, and I think Chopping Mall was like 8.
It was
80
really short,
or less.
yeah.
He was given 30 days. He did in 28.
Oh fuck yeah! This guy knows what he's
Wow.
doing.
What a
This guy
dream.
knows like, all right, we need
Well, he
this.
probably
we
just
don't
by
need this.
cutting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
of course, that's all it is.
Like,
But
all right,
he
it's
knew
gotta
what,
go. We'll figure out another way to do it.
knowing what to cut.
Yeah.
Yep. Richard
No
Krotzer
wonder people
says
like working for him.
Yeah.
he's
like, no, we
efficient,
don't
he's
need to do
fast.
that.
Well,
We
he
can
said
just do this.
I read a thing with him. He said, working for Roger Corman, he had been hired to cut trailers or whatever. And he said he had dropped out of film school to go work for Roger Corman. And he said he learned more in 6 weeks than he did in 4 years of film
I
school.
bet because those
Amazing.
people know how to get to the point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Richard Krotzer says, great choice, but Colin, this one doesn't have Adrienne Barbeau. We all know how
Boy, do
much
they
you
know
love
you.
that lady. And it's a good thing you've already reviewed the original one, huh? By the way, the extremely short-lived series of Swamp Thing was pretty damn good, in my opinion. Richard, which one? The old one or the newer one?
I'm sure they're
That
talking
was
about the
very
new one,
short.
yeah.
Thinking
Yeah.
That was very short-lived. Yes.
Michael Whitaker says, so you'd think that as a comic book fan, especially Alan Moore fan, who is the writer, he helped define a lot of what Swamp Thing is, that I would have a problem with this movie. But the opening montage of 80s era Swamp Thing comics, and of course the general bad movie cheesiness, and the fact that the movie is the literal interpretation of bonkers, makes it hard to have anything but good feelings towards it. I genuinely can't see how you have a bad time with this movie. Mark Zidane says, I saw this before the original movie. I remember at the time the Swamp Thing cartoon was in circulation, and this being a great counter to the cartoon. Years later, I saw the original movie and I read a few Swamp Thing comics to understand what an outlandish movie that is. But it's still a guilty pleasure, and it always seemed to be airing on the USA Network.
Imagine your disappointment if you saw this one first and then watched the first one.
Right? I was thinking the same thing.
Boy, yikes.
Well, he also says, who wouldn't want to have Swamp Thing, or who wouldn't want to see Swamp Thing tell Heather Locklear, I want to make love to you, but you have to eat my pickle.
There it is.
He does pull it from that
Like I said,
area.
here,
Yeah.
Put this in your mouth.
Yes.
Travis Legler says, hearing this, that we're going to do Return of Swamp Thing, has me rejoicing like Jake Blues when he sees the light. This was a childhood classic along with Tremors and Jaws 3D. The look of Swamp Thing and the other creatures is better than the first film. Louis Jourdan is a blast to watch. The score is better, and the movie's opening credits are playing Born on the Bayou. What more could you ask for?
Agreed.
True.
Yeah.
True.
This is it.
Aaron Gilmer writes in and says, I love this movie so much and I adore you all for doing it. It's not perfect, but it's so entertaining. There's like 5 exclamation
Aw,
marks there.
thanks,
Yeah,
Aaron.
love it.
And she says, Monique Gabrielle published my first poem when I was 14.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Jacob Laws says, I kind of dug this movie. I only saw it once and I don't remember much other than Anton Arcane dying a lame death. With that said, I'm looking forward to what James Mangold does with the character.
What?
Because that was announced years ago that he was going to do something. I don't know. If
It would be so good, though.
for part of the James Gunn
Yes.
DCU. Swamp Thing has been one of my favorite DC characters and can go toe-to-toe with Superman and is way cooler than Man-Thing at Marvel.
Agreed. Yes.
And Mike Welch says Swamp Thing will always be Crack Hulk to me.
What?
Crack Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
It was gonna be
Gotcha.
like
That's
Cabbage
good.
Hulk
I
or something like that.
Yeah.
Heroin Hulk. Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Well, we thank you all for writing in, each of you. We really appreciate it. And now we're going to go around the table and tell you what we thought of the return of Swamp Thing, starting with
Sean, I laughed. I cried. I had a goddamn good time watching this movie tonight. It gives you everything you're going to want in a Swamp Thing movie. It's far better than the original, in my opinion. The suit's better. The action is better. He's fighting monsters that I can get behind. Those are cool. The mad scientistry is more mad in this movie. It's tongue-in-cheek. The font of the credits is great. Like, they knew exactly what they were doing in this movie. They pulled it off. Explosions galore. I loved it. It only needed Gregory Scott Cummins, and that's my only complaint about it. Other than that, a wonderful time was had. I loved it. I may steal the 4K to watch at home from you, Colin. Yeah, a good time. Watch The Return of Swamp Thing, and this should This should be your only Swamp Thing. I'm going to say it. This is it. Watch this Swamp Thing. That's all you need. Michaela, what did you think of the return of Swamp Thing?
You know, I can't wait to watch it again. I feel like I could have started it right over again right at the end and been totally fine with it. Props to the actors for all the fighting and running through water they did in these giant, ridiculous costumes they probably can't see out of and they're sweating to death.
Probably absorb water.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Like when Swamp Cthulhu and Swamp Thing are fighting in the resort park and it's like it's raining on them and they're hitting each other and they're throwing each other into cars and glasses breaking. I'm like, these poor actors, because like you just know in a movie like this they're not getting paid enough to do this, you know, like, but they committed and it was great and it looks great. Yeah, we watched this 4K Blu-ray release, looked amazing. I might buy it. Because I'm curious about bonus features on this too. I would love to see like test footage and stuff, you know. I would also love a Jim Wynorski like drive-in night. Pick any 5 random of his movies and I'll be there and watch it. I don't even care. Even if it's all the like parody ones, sure, why not? They're probably entertaining as fuck.
Drive-in movies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, I mean, I know Chopping Mall wasn't our favorite, but it's still a watchable movie, I think.
Yeah, I like that.
We liked it.
Yeah.
I don't think I recommended it because it's you hear Chopping Mall, you think slasher in a mall, and it is robots killing people in a movie. Sure. So, right. Yeah. But I know that's a cult classic and people love it. Yeah, loved it. I agree, Sean. Only complaint is Gregory Scott Cummins, which with AI we could easily insert him into this movie.
We could change that.
Yeah, we could do that. Recommend it. Can't recommend it hard enough. Go watch it now. It's fun. It's fun by yourself. It's fun with a group.
Yeah, I could watch this alone by myself.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly. Would love to see a midnight movie showing of this sometime with a group of people. I think it'd be delightful. Holly.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with everything you guys are saying. This is a really fun movie. I have no complaints about it. It's just, yeah, from the get-go, I'm like, yeah, I'm on board with this. This is so much fun. Explosions, just ridiculous plot. Like, it's just, this movie is self-aware, and I love a self-aware movie. Like, it's just, it knows what it's doing. It's a good pace, a good clip. Yeah, it's so much fun. Lab equipment, so much fun. Lab equipment, it's just...
We love a lab.
We do love a lab. The monsters are great.
Heather Locklear knows what she's doing.
Heather Locklear knows what movie she's in. 100%. Yeah, nobody is not aware of what they're doing in this, and it's just fantastic. I had so much fun with it. I agree. I could watch it again. You can watch it by yourself. You can watch it with a group. Yeah, this is a fun one for sure. I agree, Sean. I think this is probably the Swamp Thing.
This is the Swamp Thing. Just watch this.
I can't imagine it's going to be much better than this. So much fun.
How could it top this?
No.
How could
it top it?
It just... I'm going to accept this as the one and only Swamp Thing in my mind.
Like,
yeah.
And they demanded, like, I don't care what it costs. We're starting this out with CCR. We have to play that over the credits. Like, I love that exactly. They put their foot down on that.
Yep.
Yeah. So much fun. Perfect Swamp Thing. Highly recommend. Colin, what'd you think?
I mean, this has been a long time coming. It's a come to Jesus moment that I've had here on the Return of Swamp Thing, and it's because I think covered on the original Swamp Thing when we did that.
Yeah,
like I hold that movie in high regard because it's like they made a movie about like my favorite comic book character from that era, and I was really into the Alan Moore, the saga of the Swamp Thing, and I thought that was like some of the best written stuff, horror stuff that I had ever read, and so I've been always hoping that they will adapt that and capture, that magic. And so then when I was younger and I saw this, it was so far removed from what, it was like they were making fun of it,
Right.
And so I had a negative opinion of it, and I really never went back to it, even though, as I was telling you guys, it's weird how when you see something when you're a kid, like it seems to stick in your memory a lot more than stuff that you watch more recently. It's like when this movie started up and, I heard the music, I'm like, oh my God, I like remember all of this is coming back. And over the years, of course, I've heard, people prefer this one to the original. So watching it tonight, it's like, I understand why. This movie is campy, but it's got like a heart. It's like a sweet kind of sweet natured movie. It's a monster mash. It's a B movie. it does feel like you're saying like a drive-in kind of thing. It's not serious. It's not taking itself seriously. It is just trying to have fun. And it was a lot of fun to watch it. I mean, you know, you got...
Is this a romantic comedy?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Almost.
I think
right?
so. A psychedelic romantic comedy.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it. I was surprised, I guess, by how much I liked it. And part of that could have been because you guys were enjoying it so much. So the atmosphere in the room, you know. But yeah, I mean, I think I don't know if I don't know if it's my only Swamp Thing. Like I said,
that's fine.
Yeah,
Because
that
it's you,
new
Colin,
series
we know it can't
Yes.
be.
was the closest thing that
We know,
I had to the
yeah.
one. But this one is a lot of fun, and I would definitely recommend it as like a creature feature kind of movie. And I wish, you know, maybe because of the era in which it was made or something, it's like it's like, can we do something like that now? It's disappointing to me that Jim Wynorski doing that now is per Anaconda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that
just
does
not
suck.
the same, you
That
know.
does suck, yes.
But I enjoyed it. I guess we all enjoyed it. So that means it is you have to watch it.
It's
You're
a mandatory-
contractually
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
obligated.
Holly, now that you said
We'll be to your house if you don't.
now that you said it's a romantic comedy, I'm going to watch it for Valentine's Day. Big Valentine's Day watch. Yeah.
Especially if Toby hasn't seen it.
Yeah. Return to Swamp Thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're just like, look at that poster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They really should have played Dreamweaver the moment they made
Oh my God! I'll make that edit. yeah.
it. Yes.
And Michaela, you have to show this to him because he has to know what your life is going to be like.
Yeah,
going
exactly.
forward.
Yeah.
Like this is a look into the future. It's my retirement plan. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
So
exactly.
he has to know.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us
Thank you.
and listening this long. Next week, we're going to watch a movie that's chosen by.
Sean, what are we watching next week?
Guys, we're not fucking around anymore.
Oh.
We're going to cross a big one off the list.
Oh boy.
The bird with the crystal plumage.
Whoa!
We're doing it.
Whoa!
And I'm not bringing
And
it.
you're
Yeah.
not bringing
This
it.
is amazing.
Plot
Yeah.
twist.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's-
Okay.
like,
All right.
It's done. This was a last second thought.
I saw your face.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I looked at Holly. I was like, "Oh shit, it's my next week." So I figured, like, let's go big.
Yeah.
You're like, what's the movie that's been name checked the most
The
in this entire
most.
show?
We have a
Yes.
specific bell. That
Yeah,
we ring
yeah.
and is mentioned on the
Yes.
show. So we
Yeah.
watched the bird
Yeah.
with the crystal plumage.
About time.
Yeah, it's about
All right.
time. Like we're there.
Okay. All right. Well, we hope you'll join us for that next week. And until then, the basement is going dark.